Hello and welcome everyone, I'm Madals and this is game 1 of a best of 1. It is a bit of a Zerg versus Protoss coming down on Belgier, and it's actually quite an old game. It actually is a really old game, a few months old actually, and I've just been sitting here, sitting on it. Lots of stuff has been coming up and I'm doing a lot of casting at the moment. This is going into my 4th hour of casting and I'm doing a live event straight after for probably about another 5 hours, so that just means that, yeah, I'm casting a hell of a lot. Anyway, let me introduce these two players. Down in the bottom right, from Team Dignitas, spawning as the red Zerg player, it is Tefel. And his opponent up in the top left, from Rockkiss, the blue Protoss player, it is Titan. Now Tefel has gone for the extract trick to go up to 11 out of 10. Titan, with a pylon in his main, this could be a Nexus first, it could be a Forge in the main, or it could be, and more likely going to be, a Gateway expand. So things looking pretty normal on both sides. Gateway expand on Belgier quite common just due to this large area. It's difficult to get a wall off down there, and indeed there is a Gateway getting thrown out, so things looking fairly normal here at the moment. Tefel should go spawning pool into a hatchery, about a 14 or 15 pool. It's actually going to be a 14 pool, there we go. And then it should just be about a 16 hatch, give or take a bit. So that's all good. Gas being taken out from Titan here. Tefel, he's doing really well at the moment. I want to talk a little bit about him because in the last couple of months he's actually been doing specifically great. Like, not kind of tier 1, like not winning dream hacks sort of good or winning WCSs, but placing highly in WCSs, placing highly in dream hacks, and generally just being a really solid player. Something which we like to see. It's always good knowing that's coming down. But anyway, in comes this drone now, going to come down, take down the hatchery at 16 just as it should be. Up here for Titan, he's still only on the one gas. Second gas is now getting taken as the cyber core comes down. This means that he's going to be able to get down the mothership core pretty quickly. That's going to be his priority. He skipped the Zealot for the moment, and interestingly, he didn't even start the Zealot ready to cancel if it wasn't coming down, I don't believe. So not any safety in case of early aggression from the Zerg. But what it does mean is that he gets all of those minerals to keep. He's going to be able to pump out his mothership core, as I said, start banking up energy on it, get his natural down a little bit faster. Small things, but small things can make a very big difference in this game. And for the moment, well, Tefel, he's not really committing to anything too scary. Hasn't taken a gas though. Will need to do that fairly soon because he doesn't need that super quick third due to the fact that it's a gateway expand, and that's what that Overlord has now just confirmed. Seen the gateway, knew that the natural wasn't down, and yeah, as it stands, Tefel just playing this fairly straight up. Still no gas taken though. He's going to do it now, that's good. So I was just thinking, I hope he does take a gas because otherwise this is a pretty funky build, or he's going to go quite risky, and apparently my mouse has just decided that it didn't want to work, which is never too helpful. But there we go, it's all back to normal now. And yeah, everything as it stands for the time being is just sitting in a situation where, you know what, I'd say these two playing this ever so normally. It's a very normal game at the moment. Nothing exceptional on either side, nothing crazy on either side, no giveaways that this is quickly going to become one person's game or the other, at least for the moment. Now, what is worth keeping an eye out for is whether Tefel keeps all 3 drones in the gas after he gets speed, whether he pulls 2 out, 1 out, none out, and that makes a big difference to the lair timings, if he's going to be aggressive or not. This one Stalker is actually going to get attacked by the drones directly as they're trying to get some kills. The Queen is going to get a very low on health. There's no Zerglings out on the field at all, which is quite a risky move by Tefel, and something I should really talk about, because with no Lings, there is no way for Tefel to prevent proxy pylons getting taken. And that's a big thing, because if there were additional gateways coming down here rather than this forge, say it was like 3 additional gates, which is a really common thing to see after a gateway expand. For that 4-gate pressure, if a pylon was able to get achieved, suddenly Tefel could be in a little bit of an awkward situation. But no, forge coming down, just that gateway there. It's probably going to be something quite tech heavy coming down from Titan, who's actually only just now getting down his mothership core because he opted to get these 2 sentries out beforehand. So playing it very safe, which, in honesty, he really didn't need to do, and getting that mothership core out sooner could have been good because he would have been able to bank up energy. But as they say, hindsight is 2020. It's 3 sentries now on the field. That second gateway coming down. No sign of significant tech yet, but Tefel is starting up his roach run. Pretty standard timing, about 6:20, 6:30. Very normal. Extract being made of the third because the drone otherwise would have died to this stalker. Two lings are going to try and cut it out. The hatchery is going to get taken. And this is just a very normal timing of that third from Tefel up against the gateway expand. +1 is on its way. An additional 2 gateways now coming. So it is going to be going up to that 4 gate, but in a bit of a more unusual manner of doing that compared to what I'm used to seeing from Protoss players. But of course, this, as I said, was a couple of months back where this build hadn't been completely thought out. Ooh, 5, 6, yeah, 6 gate now. 6 gate all in is what's going to be coming down from Titan. Tefel needs to identify this very fast. With +1 here as well. Pretty scary build. There isn't an Overlord in position. What are the Zerglings going to see? Well, they see 1 additional gateway being thrown down and quite a few sentries. That's it for the moment. The Overlord, I wouldn't be surprised to see one of them get sacrificed in just for Tefel to try and get the confirmation. He needs to know what's coming. He does have the Roach run and also the lair on its way down. So he can go up into Roach Hydras quite nicely, which would be good against this sort of thing. But ideally, he needs to start pumping units very quick. He needs to be keeping an eye out for if proxy pylons do go down. There is this one lone probe just chilling down by that ramp, ready to take it if needed. A robotics facility, interestingly, being added on as well. So a warp prism is probably going to be on the cards at the back of this. It won't be an immortal, most likely, because off of these 6 gates, if you wanted to get that immortal out, you would have got it a lot quicker, because otherwise you just don't have, you'd be delaying the push massively. But +1 is just finishing up and the move out is occurring. The warp prism will allow those quick reinforcements and the proxy pylon won't be completely relied upon. But yeah, the probe is out on the field. The Zerglings are on the way back though. These Zerglings do spot the probe. They can start picking it off. Are they going to see it? Yes, they do. They run straight past it though, and Tefel isn't taking it out. That's a bit of a missed opportunity because, as I said at the start, if a proxy pylon gets taken out, guess what? Then a push like this 6th gate, becomes near useless until at least the warp prism's there. But there we go. The robotics facility is completing up. And are we going to be seeing that warp prism as I expect? Maybe we will. The unit's still just sitting back at the moment though. And this is now starting to look all very strange. It's going to be Titan actually going up for a 3rd? Okay. So, went into 6 gates, which usually would indicate that quite all-in situations is going to go. But he then cut production after seeing those Zerglings out and opted instead to take a 3rd. So very interesting. But Tefel, he's got a huge number of units coming out at the moment, and by taking that 3rd, Titan is actually making himself get into a bit of a difficult spot because the robotics bay on its way, the Colossi are going to be quite a long time, and of course Tefel is still just pumping units. He's got road speed on its way. The Phoenix is going to see that the Roach one is researching something, going to see some units popping out, but I don't know if all of these units have been discovered. Of course, if you send half through here, this small group of gateway units is just going to get trapped, and there's nothing you can really do about it. Tefel does need to go from both directions, though. The surround is essential. The sentry count is sitting at 5. They've got a lot of energy on them, too, so that's a lot of potential force fields. The surround is ideal, but nope, Tefel just going to start punching forward, going to head towards that natural, really try and force Titan to come and engage this. Tefel just pushing in, he's got a huge number of roaches, the Zerglings closing up the distance as well. And Titan taking this greedy 3rd could be running into some big problems here. Tefel isn't even maxed out. He's just got a fair number of roaches here. Photon Overcharge is trying to be used. A couple more warpins are coming down. The sentries, though, isolated. This army split effectively by Tefel coming through. Their probes being forced to get pulled. The Forge is going to get focused, trying to prevent the +2 coming down. The first Colossus is on its way, but the roaches already penetrated into the natural, getting straight up into the main. They're going to see that the robotics bay is there and the robotics facility is making something. And, well, frankly, the robotics facility could just get targeted down. The robotics bay is going to get taken out. The robotics facility also needs to get targeted. But even if that Colossus pops, it's going to be right on top of these roaches if it's able to. I don't think it will. It does get sniped off. No Colossus coming through. And of course, more roaches getting rallied across. Tefel smells blood. He's getting down more roaches as we speak. Photon Overcharge again getting triggered, but Gateway's depowered. Titan knows that with his 3rd being attacked as well, he wouldn't be able to win that. GG comes down. And Tefel, just through some a lucky roach timing, to be honest, expecting the pressure and then counter-attacking, was able to win the game. So congratulations to him. Of course, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed that slightly shorter game, make sure you like the video, leave a cool comment and subscribe. And I'll be back tomorrow with yet another new cast. I'm Madals. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.